Hey guys, check this out. This is the beautiful BMW X2 M35i, the all-new one. It will set you back a little bit more now though, over 14 grand more. 92,900 is what you'll be spending on this bad boy, and we are in Portugal at the moment, so you're probably not going to be able to get this amazing Tampa Bay frozen green, but you could probably special order it, so hey, your money, your life. Today I'm going to take you for a full review of this thing, and I'm so excited because they have done things to this engine, to this drivetrain, to make it so much spicier, saucier than before. So I'll take you for an exterior tour, what's changed, what's new for the new X2. Then we'll check out the interior, see all the changes in there, because it's mind-blowing, there's so many. Of course, we will performance test this thing here in Portugal. I somehow managed to find a road, and then I'll also get lost when I try and drive this thing around. But I will tell you whether or not you should buy one of these, especially considering the price has gone up. All right, let's get into it. Alrighty guys, let's talk about the way that this thing looks, because frankly, I think it is really damn cool. A huge step up to the X2 of before. In fact, it's bigger in pretty much every way. So it's now 194 millimeters longer. It's 64 millimeters taller. Its wheelbase has been extended by 22 millimeters, and its track width has been extended by 21 millimeters. And so what that means is that overall, this thing is actually quite a larger SUV than before. In fact, it's longer than a BMW X1, but obviously because it's the coupe version of that car, it's got that sloping roofline. Let's talk about some of the design changes though. You have the new BMW signature lights. These are matrix LEDs and very, very bright. You have the signature lights around the kidney grills, and you've got these horizontal slats as well. That's how you know that this is the M35i version, the M performance version, as they say. And it does have active aero there as well to make this have a lower drag coefficient, and that actually makes this thing efficient on the road. I was seeing about 9 liters per 100 kilometers, which is really good considering we were giving this thing a lot of sauce around Portugal today. Down the bottom, you have a very meaty splitter, and you've got all these black accents everywhere. It just gives this thing a really menacing look. I love the way it looks. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. What do you think of the looks of the BMW X2? Let's check out the side. Alrighty, so coming to the side now of the X2 M35i, you'll see these 20-inch wheels here. That isn't the hugest wheels in the world. In fact, you can get these with optional 21-inch wheels. Don't know if I'd recommend it because that would make the ride probably quite terrible. But as it is, it's okay, and you get some Pirelli P0s on there as well, which again is okay, not the best tires in the world. But as you'll see, they've definitely done some calibration to the all-wheel drive system. So this thing doesn't wheel spin as much as it weirdly did before. You have an M badge there. You've also got the M mirror cap. That's now new on all M performance cars. You have these flat door handles here, again, for that efficiency side. I really love this paint. Very blacked out tinted windows. The classic Hofmeister kink or whatever they call it. And then here you have your fuel cap. I don't know why I'm showing that, but anyway, look at that. Such a coupey SUV. In fact, this isn't an SUV. It's a SAC. I don't even know what they call him. A sports activity coupe. Dumb naming, I agree. Let's check out the bum. All right, I know I just made a joke about this being an SAC. A bit weird, but it does look really, really cool from the back. I love this spoiler. It's actually really aggressive. You've got a very sloping roofline, which as you'll see, it doesn't actually eat into your headroom in the back, which kind of blows my mind. M35i badge there. You've also got these really cool taillights. They're called signature taillights. Come on, BMW. Get with the times. Oh, I love this. Oh, powered tailgate, but we'll come back to that in a moment. Very good. Down the bottom, you have a very aggressive bumper, and you've also got these quad exhausts, which I am told are the size of the X6M's quad exhaust. And they do look rather large and sound pretty good. Take a listen. Alrighty, let's talk about its bum space. What can it fit inside of itself? Oh. Powered tailgate. Unfortunately, Jacob wasn't invited to this. It's very expensive. Whoa. You actually get a shit ton of room in there. It's very deep and actually rather tall as well, which is genuinely surprising considering it's a swoopy coupe. Under the floor, you get more storage as well. Again, very impressive considering that this has an all-wheel drive system. It is front-wheel drive bias, but still has an all-wheel drive system. You can also drop the back seats as well and get even more space too. So way more practical than before, which is good to see because that was probably the biggest issue of the previous X2. Let's check out the interior. Alrighty, daddies, let's talk about the inside inside of the BMW X2, okay? It's really nice. A massive, massive upgrade versus before. First of all, soft touch materials are everywhere, but better yet, it's just the nicer use of materials. So you've got this Alcantara here on the dash, faux leather up there, and just every touch point is beautiful, as you would expect for a luxury car like this. But you get in here and you're immediately wowed by just how much better it is. For example, these dual 10.25-inch displays are super duper snappy. They're now using iDrive 9, which I can't believe it's already up to that. I'm already feeling old despite my youthful presence, but it is very good. You can touch around, change everything, customize it how you want. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It's fantastic. Same with the instrument cluster up in front of you. You can adjust it to your heart's content and see a bunch of different information on there as well. And no, I don't think it is the best out there. I think the MBUX system is more customizable and also Audi's virtual cockpit, but there's something really elegant and easy about this. And in speaking to the designers, that's exactly what they were going for. Storage as well, so much better than before. It doesn't feel like a really compromised, cool looking SUV without actually being practical. You've got a couple of cup holders here, a wireless charger with a holder there too, which is smart design. I don't know why more people don't do that. You have a massive open area here with a nice center armrest. Not a huge amount of space, but considering that, I don't mind. Also, you get a pretty big glove box there too, big door bins. So obviously they've paid attention to the fact that this is an SUV first and foremost. Most people are gonna be carting their kids in the back. And so that's a, just good design. It does look very similar to the BMW X1, but that's no surprise considering that this is essentially the kind of cooler brother of the X1. Under the skin, it's the same. Here on the M35i, we do get these really nice bucket seats. They've got this M badging in there as well. And that has an integrated headrest too. And again, the material choices within here are top notch, down to the steering wheel as well. So they've actually updated this steering wheel, even from the X1. You now get these M paddle shifters. So these are literally straight out of like a BMW M3. And you've also got this new mode called Boost. You hold it down and you get 10 seconds of maximum performance out the engine. And it really does make a huge difference because it also changes the calibration of the dampers and also the 7-speed dual clutch. Shout out to the Harman Kardon sound system in here. They've obviously paid attention to how this thing sounds, and it does sound very, very good. And also, don't forget, guys, we can help you buy your next car. Head to carsauce.com/buy. We have partnered with Motorscout, who are Australia's #1 car buying service. Not only can we find you cars that often you can't find in stock because we have literally thousands of dealers, we will get you the absolute best price, and we are on your team. We get a flat commission from the dealer, no matter who they are or who you are or what you're buying. So we will really, really help you out. You want to buy your next car through us, carsauce.com/buy. I'll see you there. Let's check out the back seats. Alrighty, guys. Coming to the back seats now of the BMW X2. There's a few amazing things and one thing that's really quite strange. So this like armrest thing is super high up and it actually protrudes quite far out. So it's impacting my arm space. I don't love that. But anyway, I'm 5'11", so I have plenty of legroom, which is unheard of in an X2. The last one really didn't have that much space. Tow room as well is fantastic, as is headroom because they've actually had a cutout in the roof. So because they've extended this thing out versus an X1, but given it a more sloping roofline, that sloping doesn't actually happen until further back in the car. So again, really impressive and just good attention to detail. These seats feel so nice. It's a leather and Alcantara unit. You've also got your pull down center armrest with nice leather there and a couple of cup holders too. You have map pockets, a couple of air vents, USB-C ports, a random little storage area, which I probably wouldn't use for storage. But also the fact that these seats are so big means that it's actually quite hard to see in front of you. The quality back here, the overall design, it does feel so much better than before. And a couple of adults could definitely fit in the back. I wouldn't want to put more in there, even though it is wider, it wouldn't be comfortable. And also this, it's just weird. Anyway, let's performance test this thing. Alrighty guys, it's time to launch the BMW X2 M35i using launch control. So we have our foot on the brake. We're just gonna floor it. Here we go. Oh! Oh! 0 to 100 in 5.17 seconds. That's actually pretty damn good. Alrighty, mummies and daddies. Driving the BMW X2 M35i. I have been most excited to drive this. Actually, this and the Mini Countryman John Cooper Works, which actually shares pretty much the same drivetrain. And that's because we get the beautiful B48 2-litre 4-cylinder turbo petrol engine. Oh, that beeping, guys. Oh, this thing has the speed limit warning. Yes, that will be coming to Australia as well. And yes, it's just as annoying as every other system. You know, I'm trying to have a nice drive through the serenity that is Portugal, but I can't because of the stupid speed warning. Oh, so here it actually puts out less power. Okay, I gotta turn this off. I'm sorry, guys. I don't normally do this. Home. This. Vehicle, maybe? Oh God, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, guys.
Thousands of tears later.
Oh, I found the driver assistance. Go away. Oh, please, please. Yes, it's off. It's off. Oh my God, yes. Yes. So really interestingly, here in Europe, and in fact, most other countries, the X2 M35i comes with a PPF. A PP, a little PP, and that's a petrol particulate filter. But thankfully in Australia, we don't need that, at least not for now. And so even though the one I'm driving here puts out 221 kilowatt of power, 400 newton meters of torque, in Australia, we get 233 kilowatt of power and the same 400 newton meters of torque. So even though we're technically driving the nerfed version of this car, but if we go into my modes and we put the car into sport, put our foot down, oh, this thing has so much pulling power, it's not funny, and it is a lot of fun to drive. This thing is bigger in pretty much every dimension versus the previous X2, but it almost feels more nimble. Oh, it sounds so good. Oh, listen to this, listen to this, listen to this. Oh, touch me. It really does just crackle and pop. Of course, under the skin though, it is built on the same platform as the previous X2, and that means we still get BMW's X-Drive all-wheel drive system, which is a front-wheel drive biased all-wheel drive. In sport mode, the steering is really nice and heavy.
15 minutes later.
I have seriously no idea where I am, guys. I am deep in Portugal. Holy fuck. Where am I? I'm in a dead end. Which is probably good for getting out of slightly muddy, ruddy areas like this, where I'm afraid I might lose my life. I will say this is a beautiful country, ladies and gents. A beautiful country. Oh my God, I don't know where I am. I don't know where I am. I'm really fucking lost. Oh well, this is a good test of the traction control system. Oh, this thing's gonna be dirty. They're not gonna be happy. But hey, you know what? This is a good time to test out the suspension. As you can see, we have adaptive dampers here and I'm kind of getting thrown all over the place. So let's put the car into its most comfortable setting, which is actually just personal, really means normal mode. And the dampers slacken off. You can see I'm bouncing around a lot less than I was before. Actually, that's quite nice. It is definitely on the harsher end. There is no doubt about that. Man, I'm so impressed by this steering. It really just goes where you point. Where the fuck am I?
2 very boring minutes later.
Oh, you know, it wouldn't be a CarSauce review if I didn't get lost in Portugal. So yes, it is a really impressive drive overall. I'm actually going at speed in this area because I don't want to die. It's doing a fantastic job at managing the bumps despite the huge wheels. Though it is definitely on the firmer end, but what do you expect for an M performance car? I mean, seriously. It is quiet in here too. It's really quite quiet. And it's just easy to drive because at the end of the day, it is still a smaller SUV. Not quite as small as it was before. Everything seems to get bigger and bigger and bigger, but it does a pretty damn good job. Alrighty guys, final thoughts on the BMW X2, specifically the M35i. Look, it's gone up a lot in price, almost 15 grand. That is quite a lot of money. However, you are getting a really premium product. I think it looks fantastic. The interior is really good. The ride quality is surprisingly good. And they've just done all these little fine tuning to the engine and the drivetrain, specifically the transmission. That makes this much better to drive, to be honest, than the previous X2. But you can let me know what you guys think down in the comment section, just below that like button. And if you're looking to buy one of these or any car, head to carsauce.com/buy and we will get you the best deal on your next car. Ciao for now.